Commander Cody. Clone Unit 2224, known as Commander Cody, is often assigned to Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is one of the original clones from Kamino, and his extra training developed leadership ability. Hello and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we're finally reviewing Cody, and where we turned a standard bootleg clone trooper like this into this. So here he is, the big bad boy himself, Commander Cody, all ready for action and ready to roll out with his brothers. So yeah, I've created phase 1 Commander Cody. Just click up here with a tutorial how to get there. So if you're new to the channel, I normally do a kind of tutorial first and then show off this guy just a little bit after. So I've weathered him up now since those videos. But for a quick little brief overview, I used the Tamira X7 red and XF flat yellow, number 3. So it's mainly the yellow with a little dab of the red, and then I just build it up to get to this colour here. And it's exactly the same way I did wax and boil, which were I think my second customs, well, second and third I guess. I also used the Tamira weathering master kits, and then on this one I just used the soot and a little bit of rust just to bring him to life. And yeah, so here he is, all ready and rolled out for action. I gave him the larger sort of DC blaster rifle. I just always think Cody has this one, and I just think it looks quite badass with it. So I've just done a little bit of a dry brush kind of silver on there, not too much, but just enough to give it a little bit of a weathered look on there, and just to highlight some of the details. And we can put that down there. And the head himself is not the original head. It's not even just it's added, the whole thing's original, and that comes from Clone Based Customs, which is the descriptions down below. And he's just setting up shop, so if you're interested in anything like this, then just give him a heads up. Also the aerial as well was from him as well, which is all nice and glued on place. And so yeah, I've had to paint it up from scratch and pull it all together. And yeah, I'm really chuffed how it's turned out. I really like it. Just gone over these little red, oh sorry, these darker bits here is all the Tamira weathering kits. It's not paint or anything, it's just that sort of dust acrylic kind of a bit like makeup I suppose. And yeah, I'm just really chuffed how he sort of turned out. A lot of people saying like how I've done it freehand as well. It's just down each to your own how you do your figures and whatnot. I mean, you can see here that I've had a bit of a problem, there's a bit of orange sort of splat there, but yeah, you just kind of it's always better, more paint is better. So if you splodge out a little bit too much, then you can always just use a toothpick or a precision knife just to bring it in. Same way I did on this one. If you watch back on that video, I made that a lot more larger than that side, and I just brought it in to equal it out. And I just kind of use these bits as templates as well. So where you got these little pegs that I just did a dash there first. Originally I did a dash on there, and then I knew I needed to flick it up to about this part around here on his leg. So I did those parts first, then the dashes, and then just brought them up to the same way as well. But if you know, some people are good at art, some people are not. If you're not, then just use what you can. Use bits of tape, you know, get measurements, get a ruler or whatnot. It's completely up to you how you do these. You know, it's not all the same thing. And I think we need to be a little bit more kind of out there with customs, because we need to be a bit more transparent, I think, because a lot of people don't sort of cross-reference their methods or what paints they use, and I think we should really at the end of the day. I just used a little bit of the grey in there, what I used up here, just to pull it in there, just to highlight that, because I think some of them have the little grey parts in there. And yeah, so here he is, all done and thingy. So yeah, he is a clone bootleg that I got from AliExpress. You know, originally figures like £10. And yeah, so we've still got the articulation there. You can still move everything around, and just everything's just looking fine and dandy. We've still got the articulation here, a rotation at the top here, a double jointed elbow, and we've got a rotation at the waist and here as well, and we've got a double jointed knees, and we've got the ankle and the pivot as well. It's the only thing that these little bootleg characters, they only can come out this way, and if you want to swing it around, you have to sort of swing this bit around so you can actually kick forward. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much Cody. He's all done and dusted, and then what we can always do, we can just bring in his trooper, waxer and boil, and yeah, I tried to get the yellow as close as I could to these ones. It might be a little bit more dull. I think it actually probably matches Mike, the ones that I gave him, because these ones, they are a little bit glary, so I might go back over them with a little bit of the Tamura kit just to bring that orange down. And yeah, I mean, so this is Cody. It's just another one to the shelf for to go with his brothers and sisters. But also, when I was talking in live chat, because I do premieres on these videos now, because I kind of like it. I kind of like doing it, and people can ask me any kind of questions they like about the sort of the methods and stuff I use as well. And on there, I did say that I sat down and used the spare helmet I got off this one to create Commander Wolffe, to give him a phase 1. So it's actually just the phase 2 body, and I just done the paint job on his hat or on his helmet, and just sort of sat there actually when I was talking to you guys, and I think it's turned out a little bit alright actually. So we've got the teeth marks and all that, and it's a bit odd, his helmet, it all comes around and stuff, but yeah, I think it works. And actually I kind of enjoyed the figure a little bit more now, because I'm just not a massive fan of the phase 2 helmet for Commander Wolffe. But yeah, I mean, we can keep going along. So now we've got Pons, we've got Bly, we've got Gree, we've got Stone, trying to get over here, not knock them all down, and then we got Fire, and then also, as the other week, I did the phase 1 Captain Rex helmet. So we're getting there with our phase 1s, and still more to come. So I've still got Fox and a few others, and I've got a few more clones coming. So this is definitely not the end of the race. We're still going strong. So guys and girls, thank you so much for joining me on this one, and I'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye.